Profit First by Mike Michalowicz, a financial lifeline for small businesses. Imagine a quiet Valentine's Day night. Mike, a hardworking 35-year-old with a steady job, is sitting at his kitchen table, staring blankly at a pile of bills and a bottle of wine he can't quite enjoy. His wife is worried. Their savings are practically non-existent, and their credit card debt keeps piling up. With each passing day, Mike feels the weight of his financial situation crushing him. How did he get here? Mike did everything right, or so he thought. He went to college, got a good job, bought a house, a car, and had a couple of credit cards. But now, all of it feels like a trap. He wonders, is this how life is supposed to be? Constantly worrying about money, living paycheck to paycheck, with no end in sight. Mike's story is like that of countless entrepreneurs and small business owners, struggling to keep their heads above water financially. They work hard, but at the end of the day, they are left with no profit, no savings, and only mounting stress. This is where Profit First by Mike Michalowicz comes in. It provides a new financial framework that flips the traditional business model on its head. Instead of paying expenses first and hoping for leftover profit, Michalowicz introduces a radical yet simple concept: pay yourself first by allocating profit before anything else. Why you need to read Profit First. If you've ever wondered why your business is making revenue but not profit, this book is for you. It challenges the widely accepted but fundamentally flawed model of revenue. Expenses equals profit, and replaces it with revenue. Profit equals expenses. The premise is straightforward, but its execution has the potential to revolutionize your business. Profit First is important because it doesn't just address the mechanics of business finance. It addresses the mindset needed to achieve sustainable financial success. By reading this book, you'll discover how to implement actionable steps that ensure your business thrives without falling into the same financial traps that plague many entrepreneurs. Now, let's dive into the key lessons of Profit First and how they can help you turn your financial situation around. Key lessons from Profit First. 1. The old formula trap. Why you're struggling financially like Mike. Many entrepreneurs follow the traditional business formula: revenue minus expenses equals profit. However, this approach leaves profit as an afterthought, meaning that most businesses spend all their revenue on expenses without setting aside any profit. Michalowicz calls this the old formula trap, a mindset that ensures you're constantly running in place with no financial growth in sight. Key lessons from Profit First. 1. The old formula trap. Why you're struggling financially like Mike. Many entrepreneurs follow the traditional business formula: revenue minus expenses equals profit. However, this approach leaves profit as an afterthought, meaning that most businesses spend all their revenue on expenses without setting aside any profit. Michalowicz calls this the old formula trap, a mindset that ensures you're constantly running in place with no financial growth in sight. By flipping the formula to revenue profit equals expenses, you ensure that profit is the priority. This shift in perspective forces you to budget within the limits of what's left after taking your profit, thereby curbing overspending. 2. Parkinson's Law. Why we spend everything we earn. One of the critical principles Michalowicz introduces is Parkinson's Law, which states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. The same applies to money. Expenses will rise to meet the income available. In other words, the more revenue your business makes, the more you'll find yourself spending unless you set clear boundaries. The solution: allocate profit first. By setting aside a predetermined percentage of your revenue for profit, you limit the amount of money available for expenses, which forces you to operate more efficiently. 3. The Primacy Effect. How first choices shape your financial future. Michalowicz stresses the importance of making the right financial choices early in your business journey. The first financial decisions you make set the precedent for how you handle money in the future. If your initial response to increased revenue is to spend more, that becomes a habit. Conversely, if your first choice is to allocate profit, you build a foundation of financial discipline. This principle is similar to the primacy effect in psychology, where first impressions leave lasting impacts. Your early financial decisions do the same for your business. 4. Use smaller plates. Manage your expenses wisely, just like in dieting, where smaller plates help you eat less. Using smaller financial plates means setting stricter limits on expenses. Mike Michalowicz recommends splitting your income into smaller, purpose-driven accounts, each with its own allocation for profit, taxes, owner's pay, and operating expenses. By reducing the size of the plate for expenses, you force your business to operate within a leaner budget. This simple tweak encourages better financial discipline and eliminates wasteful spending. 5. Serve sequentially. Tackle one financial goal at a time. Mike Michalowicz advises entrepreneurs to serve their financial goals sequentially. In other words, don't spread yourself too thin by trying to tackle everything at once. Start by setting aside profit, then allocate for taxes, then pay yourself, and finally, cover your operating expenses. This method ensures that you prioritize the most important financial goals first and reduces the temptation to overspend on non-essential areas. 6. Remove temptation. Build financial discipline by limiting access. Mike Michalowicz draws a parallel between financial discipline and dieting. Just as you might remove junk food from your home to avoid temptation, you should limit your access to excess cash to prevent impulse spending. One of his key recommendations is to physically move your profit allocation to a separate bank account, making it harder to access. By removing the temptation to dip into your profit, you ensure that it remains untouched and continues to grow. 7. Enforce a rhythm. Consistency is key to financial success. Financial discipline isn't a one-time event. It's a rhythm that must be enforced consistently. Mike Michalowicz encourages business owners to review their finances on a set schedule, whether weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. This rhythm helps you stay on top of your financial situation and make adjustments as needed. Successful businesses, like the one run by businessman Amit, thrive because they follow a consistent financial rhythm. Amit's business was failing until he implemented a disciplined approach to his finances. Similar to Mike Michalowicz's profit-first system, the 6 steps to financial success. Mike Michalowicz outlines 6 actionable steps for achieving financial freedom and stability. 1. Create 5 checking accounts. Separate your finances into 5 distinct accounts: profit, taxes, owner's pay, operating expenses, and 1 for rainy days. This makes it easier to track where your money is going and ensures that you are consistently saving for the future. 2. Find your allocation percentages. Determine the percentage of revenue that will be allocated to each of these accounts. This might look like 15% for profit, 15% for taxes, 40% for owner's pay, and 30% for operating expenses. Adjust these percentages based on your business's unique needs. 3. Establish targets. Set clear, specific financial goals. How much profit do you want to save each month? What percentage of your revenue will go toward taxes? These targets give you a roadmap for financial success. 4. Allocate funds immediately. When revenue comes in, immediately allocate the money according to your predetermined percentages. This forces you to live within your means and ensures that your profit and savings goals are prioritized. 5. Increase profit gradually. As your business grows, incrementally increase the percentage of revenue allocated to profit. Over time, this will help you build significant financial reserves without straining your business operations. 6. Move profits to separate banks. Keep your profit in a separate bank account to reduce the temptation to spend it. This will help your savings grow consistently and give you a clear picture of how much profit your business is truly generating. Conclusion: why Profit First is a game changer. Profit First is more than just a financial strategy. It's a mindset shift that can revolutionize the way you run your business. By prioritizing profit, limiting expenses, and enforcing financial discipline, you'll not only ensure your business's survival, but also its growth and long-term success. If you're ready to break free from financial stress and transform your business, Profit First provides the actionable steps and mindset to get there. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Here are the key points from the expanded summary. 1. Stop trading time for money. Trading time for money limits income potential. Focus on creating passive income streams. 2. Think long-term. Long-term planning requires patience and perseverance. Short-term sacrifices can lead to long-term gains. 3. Leverage passive income. Passive income is the key to financial freedom. Build systems or investments that generate ongoing income. 4. Don't be afraid to work hard at first. Hard work upfront is necessary to build a system. Work hard now to enjoy freedom later. 5. Avoid the instant gratification trap. Instant rewards can keep you stuck in a cycle. Delaying gratification leads to long-term success. 6. Build a system that works for you. Create a system that generates income without constant effort. Automation, outsourcing, or products can help you step back while still earning. Hope you like the summary.